It is possible to grow up in an incredibly narcissistic family and not know it at all until something happens. One of the narcissists snap, and then they completely flip on you, and their behavior is very different towards you than it was before. Now, this is very possible when you're dealing with covert narcissists. I often think covert narcissists are so much more insidious than overt narcissists. Because at least with the overt narcissists, you can tell after you start becoming aware of the traits that narcissists have. It's very easy to spot an overt narcissist. But the covert ones, the ones that pretend that they're a really nice, caring person, and meanwhile they're stabbing you in the back every chance they get, those are the ones that are really difficult to detect. And those are the ones that you can grow up with your whole life. You can be taken care of by them your whole life. You can believe that they're good people your whole life until something happens and they snap. So what are some examples of when a narcissist snaps and turns on you? When you grow up and you start dating and you find someone that they don't like, and they will completely turn on you because of who you're dating, because they didn't approve. This could also happen when you get married. And of course, that situation is even worse because that's when you have to merge your families together. And if your narcissistic family does not like your spouse, good luck. I've been through that, and it is not easy. And they will basically, you don't have a moment's peace at all. Within your marriage, you could have the absolute best marriage in the world, but it doesn't matter because when you're around them, they make your life miserable. They absolutely make your life miserable, and you can't enjoy your marriage for the most part when you're around them, especially if you're really close to your family and you spend a lot of time with them, close to your narcissistic family. They can definitely influence you to the point where it starts creating problems within your marriage, especially if you don't realize what you're dealing with yet. If you don't realize that your family is narcissistic yet, this can all happen. And it happened to me. Thankfully, me and my husband were able to work through all the issues that we had that were created because of them. And other things that can make a narcissist snap is I think most of it is when you grow up and you become an adult, an independent adult. They hate that. They hate it when you become your own person. They want to control all the decisions that you make. So moving away somewhere far away from them is another thing that can make them snap. And then you start noticing patterns and things that don't seem normal for what you would think a loving family would do. Like, for example, my husband and I wanted to move across the country, and my mom, we didn't move, we were just discussing it, and my narcissistic mom told me that her and my narcissistic golden child sister were praying that we didn't move. But meanwhile, my narcissistic golden child sister had just moved across the country, and when I was praying for my sister, I was praying if her moving away is gonna be for her highest and best benefit, then let it happen, and even though we'll miss her, we'll deal with it. But as long as she's okay, and this is for her best benefit. So obviously that didn't go both ways, and they didn't care if it was in my highest benefit to move across the country. They wanted me near them, and they were praying that I didn't move, and that's pretty selfish. Another one is money. If they owe you money, good luck trying to get that back. They will turn on you, and they will blame you, and they will dig up any excuse under the sun to make sure that the blame is off of them, and it looks like you're victimizing them for daring to ask for your money back. So don't ever lend narcissists money, and just become very aware of what their traits are. Know who you're lending money to or not lending. I mean, if you don't have to lend money to anybody, that's always the safest way to not have problems with anyone. But life happens. There's just so many other ways. These are just some of the ways that I know because I've personally experienced them. But it's basically when you become independent and you become your own person is when you start seeing signs of them turning on you. Keep your eyes open around them, and start observing their behavior. Like a doctor, just take all the interpersonal stuff out of it and just start observing their behavior. And even start testing them. If you really like something that they can't stand, mention it and see how they react. And if they really try to make you feel bad for liking what you like, there's a red flag. Keep your eyes open and observe, and you'll start to see the patterns. Because those covert narcissists can be very, very sneaky, and also borderline. Borderline and narcissists go hand in hand. Definitely keep your eyes open and don't share too much with them. In fact, don't share any personal information with them at all. Keep conversations basic. Once they know anything personal about you, they will start to judge you and use the information against you and gossip about you and all kinds of stuff, which I speak from personal experience because this all happened to me. So good luck, and I'll see you in the next video.